I'm all right with a slow
Oh,
burn. Taking my time, let the world turn. Cause soft bar was a slow burn, but the fire is flaming, y'all.
yeah. Is that Musgraves?
It is Casey Musgraves, Slow Burn, amazing
Yay.
opener to her album Golden Hour. Amazing album. I wanted to sing Leak It by this girl group Flow, but I just didn't know the song enough. So I didn't know how it went because there's a part that's like leak it da 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 in honor of the Summer House reunion leaks. Um,
Oh.
but
Mm-hmm.
I haven't heard that song enough. I need to hear it more. And then you know, so we arrived at slow burn. But hey y'all, welcome to the shade of it all. I'm Brandon. Uh,
I'm Maggie.
no,
Sorry,
she
I got
didn't.
distracted.
Y'all saw that unprofessionalism. She was
I'm so
texting.
sorry. I'm
Hmm.
so sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. We're
Hey,
keeping the
y'all, I'm
pause in.
Maggie.
Welcome to
Yeah,
the
that's
shade of
fine.
it all.
Welcome.
How are you doing, Maggie?
I'm fine. I like to
Good.
work.
No, you don't.
uh, I do not. It was a long day today, but we just got off live watching the episode,
We
so
did.
this one was a little like lackluster.
Yeah, it wasn't that it was kind of like because we both were kind of tired going into it. It didn't help us wake up.
No.
But talking with Jalissa is always nice. Shout out to Jalissa
Yes.
on our Patreon at the shade of it all on
Oh,
patreon.com for $3 a month. You can watch live with us. We record Summer
yeah.
House every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. Um, so yeah, this episode was kind of meh. Work has been meh. Um, I'm not, I wouldn't say I'm burnt out with the Summer House things. Like, I'm excited for the reunion, but there's just so much like news, I feel like, with Summer House. Like, there was the audio
Yeah.
leaks, we just learned that the night before the reunion, TMZ reported, I think, that West Wilson's cousin had murdered their step grandma or something.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's depressing and so sad. And like, I imagine he knew going into the reunion. And I'm like, that's crazy that you had to deal with all that and then like sit at the reunion. And then
Yeah,
like,
I feel bad for him because
very
he's
much.
going through a lot of like public scrutiny right now. So on top of that, it's like a death in the family. Like,
Yeah. And some people were saying, like, oh, maybe that's why he was so quiet in the audio leaks. And I'm like, maybe we had kind of thought he would be quiet. So, like, that didn't
yeah, because
really
he doesn't know how to talk.
Yeah, that didn't
Hmm.
really surprise, but I will say he did sound kind of disconnected when he did speak, so it seemed like something was off, which I think I just assumed was because of the scandal.
I
But
wonder if he mentions it during it.
I don't know.
I
I
don't know
pro
if he would or not.
I don't think so, only because so Lindsay was on Watch What Happens Live last night with Bailey. Levi was in the audience. They shouted her out.
Oh
Um
God.
Justice for Levi. We saw so much Levi this episode.
I
Um,
know it's the most Levi's
that
ever
that was a
spoken.
good part of the episode. Um,
Yes.
but it seemed like no one was good with West.
Mm.
And no one was good with Amanda either, but maybe like they at least checked in on Amanda or something. So I don't think they knew. I will say Lindsay wore a horsehair tie from the girl Miha that West was dating in Montana. That Wes
Hmm.
also wore a horsehair tie before people found out about his thing with Amanda. And
And she
Lindsay's
probably
like,
did that on purpose.
oh yeah, she's like, it's called being a girl's girl. It's like, okay. It's cool though. It was cute. I liked it better than the one West wore. And it went with
Yeah.
her outfit. She looked good. Bailey, I didn't mind her outfit either. I was like, this is the best outfit I've seen of you. But yeah, so Wes was going through a lot. I feel bad for him. Um,
Yeah.
But I will say, based off the leaks, I hadn't seen too many people talking about him other than saying like, "Oh, he's not defending Amanda." But the leaks. Now, look, there was 3 leaks. Bravo found the um, employee
The
who
culprit.
the culprit. They caught him red-handed. And they found out who did it, and they said it was settled. They said a Bravo fan was involved in helping crack it. Haven't heard anything since. People are saying it's Jennifer Lawrence. I don't know how that makes sense, but sure. Um, but there was
What?
apparently there's 30 minutes of audio, but there was 3 leaks. Now, there was the first leak, which I heard, and that I believe you heard as well.
Yes.
The other 2 that came after Bravo spoke out about the investigation and Andy condemned us all, I won't confirm or deny if I listened to them. But if I did listen to them, I would say that, Amanda's the worst. And it was more of the same with Amanda.
Why won't you
Uh,
confirm or deny?
I don't know. I'm just being coy. Um,
Oh, I was like, what? I don't give a fuck if Andy's mad. It's not my fault your shit got leaked.
Well, true. But it's just because I think I'm like, why did y'all leak the second and third one? Because it was after people spoke out and Andy was like, please don't share these. And then people were like, anyways, Reddit was like, here you go.
Time to share.
Right. I'm like,
Here's
y'all.
more.
But I mean, it is out there, so it
Yeah.
is what it is. Like, who wouldn't listen?
Well, let's
Uh,
talk about the main one because I feel like is that first one is like the most like
I would say the first one was like the best of the 3, and really it would kind of encapsulated everyone's energy. I will say, um,
not the best of the three.
you had Amanda being defiant and argumentative and raising her voice so much to Ciara that it was crazy.
Yeah, I was like, wait, who are you talking to? And then like her doubling down, like, because we hear Sierra essentially say, like, you could have picked any other person in the world. And
Well,
Amanda's like,
here's the
no,
thing,
I couldn't
guys.
have it.
Guess what? Like, you know what? Like, you can't help who you like. And Sierra's like, you can.
You
And
can though.
And then Amanda's like, not according to you. And it's like, oh, you're trying to reference when Sierra was talking about interracial dating and the blowback she got from being with West and him playing her. You're trying to flip that on
Mm.
your musty ass situationship.
To say you can't help who you like in that situation.
Oh my
That's
God.
not a good look for you, sis. Like, that's not a great defense. I wouldn't say
No. I'm
the
like,
situation is different.
mm-hmm. Amanda's trash for that. And then what was it? Mia had the line where she's like, Amanda, but why are you doing this? Like, you went from being married to being one of Wes's side bitches. Like, that's crazy. That's so
And then,
unnecessary.
yeah. And then they start to go in on how she's still married. And she's like, no, I'm not. It's
Well,
like, oh my God, you're insufferable. Yes, you are, bitch. You're still married. The fuck?
well, it was crazy because she was talking about why they didn't come forward sooner. She was like, there was complications. One was West was seeing other people. And then the other was, I'm still technically married. So then at one point, Sierra mentions, like, oh, yeah, you were married. And Amanda's like, I was separated, Sierra. Like, am I supposed to be celibate until they sign the paper? It's like, bitch, didn't you just say that was the reason why you didn't say shit? Like, what do you mean? That's
Yeah, she's
crazy.
weird. She's
Yes.
really weird for that.
And then Sierra's like, bitch, it's not about being celibate. It's about you're picking the one guy that you know would be fucked up. Like, you're a snake in the grass. You're silent but deadly, bitch.
It's her defending herself for me. Like I mean, we related to Scandival. Raquel couldn't say shit back. She
No.
tried, but she would fail. Amanda actually thinks she has an argument. Like she's arguing like she's like
She's
somebody
like,
did
I have
something
a
wrong to her.
case.
Like, girl, what are you talking about? Um,
It's
So
crazy.
listen to the whole, and the thing I love the most about the clip is like everybody is just so over it. And you just hear all the side commentary from all of them. Like,
Hmm.
oh, you could have picked anybody else. I mean, yeah. And it's like you hear Jesse, you heard Kyle for a second, you hear Mia, like they're all going in, and I was like, this
KJ's like,
is
where's the
amazing.
apology to Ciara? And Amanda's
Hmm.
just like, I'm gonna yell at her actually. I'm not gonna apologize. So it's just wild. But yeah, a lot of the internet is saying how like at least Sandoval and Raquel were like apologetic. Um, you know, look,
We only got a couple seconds of it, so we don't know, but that
well, that
gives you're
part,
not apologizing.
yes. And also, I'm not gonna about to give Raquel and Sandoval too much credit. Like, I'm not about to rewrite history. Like, I would say Raquel was pretty apologetic to Ariana. Still like weird, but like whatever. Sandoval, yeah, he had his fake apologies and crying, but he also kept saying fucked up shit to her and was like yelling at her. And like when she brought up the fact that he slept with her while he was sleeping with Raquel, he was like, "Yeah, you had your t-shirt on. It was really hot." It's like, so
Hmm.
I'm not gonna say Sandoval was apologetic. Sorry.
Right, no, he wasn't, because even Schwartz was like, really, dude, you
Schwartz
can't. He's
wanted
like,
to
I'm
like
sorry, I'm
die.
sorry.
like
Schwartz was like, what the fuck, man, this
like
is my
really.
business partner. Shit, god
But
damn.
I'll give Raquel a smidge of she was apologetic. I'll give her that.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
but yeah, the leaks were crazy. I don't know how that managed to happen. It's wild.
I don't think it's ever happened before, right?
No, like nothing like that I can remember. There was one instance where the trailer to the Scandival finale like leaked or something.
Hmm.
Someone leaked it and it was like they were like had their phone in front of like the monitor and like leaked it somehow. And then they released the Bravo was just like, here's the real trailer. And it was only like a little bit different.
What do you think happened? Like maybe it was somebody who's just like, oh my God, I really need to know the tea. Can you just like send me a little bit? And then it just got out of hand. Like they just sent it to a bunch of people or something.
I wonder if it is something just like, oh, they thought they were being sneaky and just like, oh, I'm just gonna send it to this one person, and then it just like got leaked. Like either they put it on
Yeah,
Reddit or they sent it to the wrong person. I don't know.
I have no idea.
But I there was a lot of speculation. Like people were speculating some cast members. I at first thought maybe Jesse, not that it would make sense, but like the thing is you could hear
Yeah.
Amanda and Wes so clearly. And then like, but you couldn't hear people on Sierra's side as clearly. And then like you could hear Carl, but then Jesse didn't talk, but then you couldn't really hear KJ. And I'm like, okay, in the middle is Jesse. But I'm like, but why would he record? Like that's stupid. There was speculation West recorded because he was going to do a sit down with Complex where he works. And like he was just gonna
Mm.
like torch the relationship with Bravo. That one didn't make much sense. Um, but then the other one was someone leaked it that worked there because they wanted to avoid Amanda getting like a sympathetic edit. Like, so they wanted to
Oh.
show like if in case. And now, look, I don't. It made me think of when they tried to give Tom Sandoval a sympathetic edit on season 11, but he was Tom
Mhm.
Sandoval, so like you could only do
It
so
didn't work.
much based off
Yeah.
these clips, I don't know how you could spin Amanda to be, but I mean,
Literally, how could you? How, Sway? Explain
right.
it.
I
No,
don't
and this is like
foresee
the
that.
yeah, this was like the meatiest part of the conversation. I don't foresee them just like rushing it over, you know?
Yeah.
It's so crazy. I cannot believe that it got leaked. I can't believe that Amanda's defending herself. I can't believe all of it in general, but I'm excited to watch. I'm so upset we have to wait basically a month.
I know, right? It's like
Such a
April
long time.
29th today when we're recording, and it's not going to be till May 26th. Like, what the fuck?
What I try to no, literally. What I try to do in these situations is just forget that it's happening. So
That's what you gotta
I just try
do.
not to think about it. Just forget. Like let's just all like forget that it's like let's pretend the season just started and we're just gonna keep going until it comes and then it'll be fine. Because I hate waiting for shit.
Right. And look, we got some stuff to look forward to. Next week, we're going to get the Kyle and Craig Carl fight. Um,
Yeah.
at one point, it seems like we're going to get an It Girl party for Bailey. Maybe we'll see Levi talk a little bit more at that as well. Like,
It girl party?
that's what her like thing is. Like her podcast and her show is called like It Girl, where she like interviews
Oh.
people.
Was that in the preview? Or you mean just because Bailey was helping her?
Well, she was helping her, so I assume it's going to be in an episode. But also,
Yeah.
with the
Oh,
rate Summer
fair,
House
fair.
is going, who knows? Maybe it'll
Who
just be a
knows, man?
flashback.
Yeah, because
Oh,
they've been teasing us with this Carl thing. Well, I think it was in the mid-season. I think it was only in the mid-season trailer, right?
it was in the first one as well, but I think.
Um,
But I mean, I assumed it would be towards the end, but there's just been so many episodes and some nothing burgers. And I'm just like, can we get through this?
literally, can
But
we?
speaking of, let's talk about it. Episode 13, I believe, of Summer House.
Wait, I was just curious.
Oh, yes.
Has any of the cast said anything about the leak?
Not really. Kyle was just like, oh, it definitely wasn't a cast member, like based off the audio. Like it was clearly somebody who had access to like a monitor or something. And
Mm-hmm.
then KJ, I guess people thought he potentially did it. And then he was just
Why would
like,
KJ
yeah,
do
I
that?
told y'all it wasn't me. Like, what the fuck? Um,
Yeah.
and then some people shared Bravo's statement after they said they found who did it. So nothing
Okay.
too crazy. But
And I heard that Kyle was saying that Wes didn't properly like defend Amanda.
oh yeah,
Am I
he
making
like
that up?
he commented on like threads saying that like, oh, he's all PR and like strategy. Like he didn't defend Amanda once and it was brutal.
Hmm.
So we'll
Okay.
see.
All right.
We shall see. But you know what?
Episode.
Ship happens.
Ship happens.
The title of episode 13. Okay, so we start off. Everyone's going to boat day except for Scott
Hmm.
and West and Sierra. As we know, we left them. They
Who's
made
Scott?
up. That's Mia's boyfriend.
Oh, I was like, what show are you talking about? Who the fuck is Scott?
To be fair, he
Except for
was
Scott,
barely
you're
in
right.
it.
I
I
thought
was
he
like,
left already. When I saw
at
them
first
saying
when
bye,
he
I
said
was
that,
like,
I
oh, I
was
thought
like,
he left.
Scott. I was like, is it Steven? I'm like, no, I think it's Scott.
Mm,
But yeah,
I don't
he
know his name.
left. I will say, and this made me think of just a little bit back to the leaks. I think Amanda's presenting Sierra because I guess a lot of people are supporting Sierra, and it kind of harkens back to when Wes said that he presented Sierra because of people saying stuff online.
It's
So
like, Brandon, I punched you and everyone's mad at me for punching you. So I'm mad at you too. Like, be mad at your fucking self. Like, the fuck? That's so
for real,
stupid. She
it's
did
so
nothing to
dumb.
you. It
Yeah.
is.
But alas, trash people are going to be trash. And it is what
Hmm.
it is. But then yeah, okay, so this episode they go to the boat. They're kind of talking about like what they think happened with West and Sierra. Kyle's like, "Oh,
Hmm.
do we think they're talking about how they still or like Sierra's going to talk about how she still might have feelings for him?" Mia's like, "I don't think yet. I think it's just going to be about the friendship." And then Jesse's just like, "Oh, I wonder if we'll walk up and see them like holding their arms up and like happy." And then alas, we see Sierra and Wes be like, "Hey guys, welcome." And they're like holding hands and like lifting their arms up and everything. And I'm like, this makes me sick.
It really does. I was like, did we have to? Did we have to hold hands?
Did we have to do all of this?
Did we have to? I guess we did.
Um, I guess. But so they all go on the boat. They have a great time on the boat. Like it looks
Hmm.
like a lot of fun. It's lit. Sierra's telling Mia how West is her person and she's glad they made up. And I'm like, ugh,
Yeah.
you
They were in
know,
a really good place. They were getting to a really good place. She talks about trying to be less rigid, and I'm like, I get it. I get it. But damn.
it's all understandable. It's just hindsight, should have been more rigid with him, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
You give West an inch and he takes 87 miles and your best friend.
And your best
But,
friend.
um, and then, there's a moment where Mia and Dara are kind of talking about KJ, and Dara's like, yeah, we're moving fast, but it feels right, so I'm going to go with it. And Mia's like, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you're just different ages, so you're at different stages of your life. So, like, you just have to keep that in mind. More of the same that they've been saying. Um,
Yeah.
and then Kyle and Jesse are talking, and Jesse's like, you seem to be having a lot of fun since your wife isn't here. Like, what's that about? And he's just like,
You really enjoy
yeah,
yourself.
it's just like she's always mad at me for being myself. And now I can just like be myself. And Jesse's like, what happens? And like, either y'all will like make up or y'all will.
I just prefer to maybe like talk about something else, guys.
Right. And then speak of the she devil, Amanda FaceTimes at one point and she's like, where's Ciara? And Kyle's like, oh, okay, let me give her the phone. And then Ciara like Ciara lets her know about like the conversation with West and how they made up and all that. And she's like, oh, amazing. My boyfriend made up. I mean, my friend West made up with you. That's crazy. Um, and then Kyle brings up because I guess like Amanda got annoyed or responded to in the group chat. West was like, this was the best night ever. And Amanda was like, damn. And she's like, yeah, like the best night ever for West was when I'm not there. Like, what the fuck? And then he's like, oh,
That
so you're making
was,
it about you? And she's like, yes, like I always do. Anyways, bye.
and I was like, wait, that's suspicious as fuck. That's
Not no.
weird. They had feelings for each other, man.
Oh, for sure. Like this episode
Mm-mm.
solidified it more than ever to me. Like at first I was like, oh, I think something, but maybe not
Maybe.
much. We'll see. This episode I was like, no, something's going on.
Yeah. Yeah.
The text messages, the body language, the eye looks. Mm-mm.
All of it.
Um, so yeah, they have more fun on the boat. They return back home. Sierra and West engage in another 8-hour long hug.
And Ben's in the room and he's cheesing. KJ walks by. He's like, I love to see it. Like everybody's literally hyping them up. Like if
Hmm.
Wes can't play like I didn't know, like I didn't know. Like no, you knew people were happy for you to be at
Right.
peace with her, at minimum.
You can't play stupid now, boy.
Mm-mm.
But you will continue to play stupid, as we will see.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they Sierra, Ben, and Kyle FaceTime Sabrina, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, I'm in my eighth choker of the day. Like, tell me what happened. Like, tell me everything." And then Sierra tells her what happens, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Wes did say he had a crush on you." And Ben's like, "Sabrina, are you fucking kidding me? I can't believe you would say this. What stays in my apartment stays in my apartment, you bitch." He didn't say that part, but he said it with his eye.
Ben, Ben's real strict. But he was like, "What are you talking about?" And I was like, "Ben, relax. We already knew this.
Yeah.
It's obvious he has a crush on her."
Yeah. And then it shows a clip of, I guess, Les whispering it to him in the kitchen. And it's like,
But Kyle looks surprised. So I guess Kyle didn't know.
I guess because before it seemed just to be flirting. So to have like the vocal confirmation that he said he had a crush, it's like, oh, okay. That's
Mm-hmm.
something.
Yeah,
I guess.
that makes sense.
Um, they all eat dinner, and Carl talks about Soft Bar. He's having a soft opening for a limited amount of people, and he's inviting everyone. And he's like, I'm just really grateful for my investors. Not you, Kyle. Uh, and Kyle's just like, I don't get it. Like, I told him I was broke. I told him my wife hates me. I told him I'm about to lose everything, my business, all of it. And he still is
And
mad at me.
he's still mad I'm broke.
Uh, and
And
it's
and then he's
like,
like he's communicating with everybody except for me. Like he's telling everybody he's upset and not me. And we see a
yeah.
clip of like Jesse informing him that he was upset about something.
He
And
wrote
Kyle
an
was just like,
email and then
"Really?"
deleted it. And I'm like,
Carl is so passive aggressive.
he
Oh, this is
is.
textbook passive aggression. Like And you know what? I forgot you were mad. Like you're so passive aggressive. I forgot you were upset.
It's just like, yeah, I don't, Carl, I understand like you're feeling like being annoyed, but at this rate, if you're not going to actually have a real conversation with him, like,
Shut up.
yeah, just shut the fuck up. Like, I can't do this. Like,
Yeah. I'm
it's
cool
just
with
too
not hearing
much.
about it if you are.
That part.
Like, come
Um,
on.
so then they go out. I don't think much happens, and then they come back. And then it's the next day, and
Or that night we see Kyle's text and he brings up the West
oh,
thing again.
yes. Oh, gosh. How could I forget? He's like, my text exchange with Amanda is pretty sad. Landed, or flying, just landed. Good morning. Love you. Hey, are you there? Oh, yeah. That's over. What are you doing? What do you want for dinner?
Are you
Nothing.
coming home?
And then he's like, but
Are you
she'll
smoking
respond to
tonight?
West. And it's like, she will,
Oop.
won't she?
Now, for the record, if I was Amanda, I wouldn't text you back either. However, the West thing is what's a little. I was like, oh, okay. So she's reading her messages.
She's
She's
on her
not
phone.
responding to you. She's not reacting to you. But that also now I don't. I kind of feel bad for him because at least he is trying to do something, but I don't know. I'm like trying to remember why Kyle was so distasteful. Like he's not a supportive husband. He's not a supportive partner. He really does his own thing. They live two separate lives, and he doesn't listen to her or respect her needs or wants. So should she text you back? I don't know. I don't know.
Does Amanda even have needs or wants?
Do robots have? Do vampires have needs and wants?
Do unbrushed demons have morals? Um, Look, she could have threw him a heart emoji. I don't know.
Right, some
Like
kind of
something.
reaction.
He's
Like
saying he's flying. Like, I don't know.
that's insane. Not even to like say like love you. Let me know when you land.
Mm.
Or like that night he was just like, "Hey, we're going out," and then he said something like, "I don't know." It was kind of sad. He sent her like a little couple sentences.
Yeah, he was like, oh, I haven't heard from you, but I miss you. Something like that. And she's like, anyways, I'm gonna like smoke
Oh my God.
and ignore you and text West,
Hmm.
my other boyfriend. Oh,
Right.
that was another thing. So in one of the leaks, Bailey revealed that one night, like in February, Amanda like kissed Kyle a bunch of times and like made out with him,
Mm.
but then went home with West. And this was before
Wait, how does
anything.
Bailey know this?
Bailey was there. It was some like event or something. Like they were all out for something.
And she saw Amanda leave with West?
And Jesse did too. And this is
Wow.
what made Jesse think maybe. So he asked her, but she said no. But Lindsay on Watch What Happens Live was like, oh, yeah, it's crazy to use your husband as a decoy for your boyfriend. Okay.
Wow.
Um,
What?
so yeah, that was a lot.
Oh, she's despicable.
That's crazy. And then
Man.
she was like, oh, and then I think in the leak, Sierra was just like, that's weird to do that with your husband. And Amanda's just like, oh, yeah, and we're not married. And like Kyle kisses people and no one gets mad at him. And I'm like, can you shut up? It's not about that. It's about who you're kissing. Like, what are you talking about? Ugh. You're missing the
Girl,
point
we
on
were on
purpose.
your fucking side. We were rooting for you, bitch. Date anybody else.
We were
Literally
rooting for you. We were
anybody
rooting
else.
for you. How dare you?
Literally, like, we would have been on your side. Ride or die. Yes, divorce Kyle, team divorce Kyle. We were all on your fucking side. Now you've no credibility. Don't
No,
compare it to anything. This is
no,
awful.
it's
Nobody has done anything as
despicable.
bad as you have. I'm sorry.
No, it's terrible.
So you couldn't fathom me cheating with my. No, we couldn't. We
It's
couldn't fathom.
fathomless. uh, okay, so then did anything happen before they left to go back to the city? Didn't West and Sierra have another
Mm,
hug that night, actually? Like another long hug.
um, um, did no, but
They had one either the next day or that night.
I just remember the one time. But
They did
Dara
one.
asks
Oh, yeah, I know
in the
you go.
morning. In the morning, Dara asks KJ about like people knowing and stuff, and that
Oh,
was kind of
yeah.
nothing. He's just
Oh,
like, yeah, they
yeah.
know.
About them being
It's
like
good they know.
exclusive and stuff. But
Mm-hmm.
you know. Mm.
Yeah. And then
Same old
Jesse,
thing with
Sierra, and
them.
Mia talk about Amanda and Kyle.
That is what happens. Yes. Yes. Cause I remember, okay, I remember Wes and Sierra hugged at some point because they were just like, it took us 2 years to talk. And she was like, I'm stubborn. And he's like, I'm stupid. And she's like, you are. And I'm like, ugh,
Oh, you're right.
I just, I don't know when, but it shouldn't have happened is the thing. But
Mm-mm.
yes, Jesse, Mia, and Sierra are talking about how Kyle seems so much happier without Amanda there. And
Mm-hmm.
then he's like, when I heard that, they're like not good, they haven't had sex in years. And then Sierra's like, where are you hearing this? And he's like, the rumor mill. And they're like, who? And he's like, Carl. And then Sierra just laughs. The way he said it was funny. And she's like, messy
Yeah.
Jesse. And he's like, I'm like,
He's
I
eating it up.
can't.
He was so happy to be telling them, and they were both
He
just like, "Oh
was.
my God, relax."
Uh,
Uh,
it
and I'm
was a
not surprised
lot.
Carl is saying that.
I know,
Carl's messy
right?
boots too.
Jesse keeps spilling Carl's tea.
No, he really Jesse is like his role this season is so interesting. He's the observer, he's the commentator, he's the deliverer of information. Like he's here for he's like aware. He's like, "No, I know. I see the things and I'll tell you what happened.
I'll let you know.
I'll
Uh,
let you know."
I'm not mad at that role.
No,
Um,
me either.
so they all go back to the city, and this is where we get a few random scenes. One being Levi helping Bailey plan her It Girl party.
Hmm.
Um, and we get to see Levi work a little bit because she is an event planner. But then we hear Bailey talk about it. I think you mentioned this when we were watching, and we don't hear Levi talk about it at all.
I was like, it sounds like Levi knew what to say. Why are you letting Bailey talk about it? We have not seen one fucking Levi commentary. Was she sick? Did she have the flu? Like, how did she miss all of the confessional filming days?
I don't know. It's just confusing too because it's like, why? And I want her at the reunion because I like her, but people are like, why is she there? And it's a good question. Why did you invite her there after editing her out of the season?
Yeah,
Like, it just doesn't make sense.
it
But
doesn't.
whatever.
Whatever.
KJ and Sierra are getting grills, and that was kind of a cute
It's
scene.
cute. Hmm.
Um, hmm. What was another one? The next one I'm thinking of is Amanda and Sierra. Was there any other one? Hmm.
That was it.
So the unbrushed demon goes on a walk with Sierra, and she's just like, "Yeah, so how was this weekend?" And then,
I missed it. Tell me what I missed.
yeah, Sierra's like, "Oh, it was actually a great weekend. Like everyone had a good time. Like you always miss the important weekends. You miss Lindsay and Carl getting engaged, me and Wes making up." And Amanda's like, "Yeah, I guess like I don't have to be there in order for people to like big things to happen." And it's just like, what does that say about you, Amanda? That when you leave, important things happen.
Life goes on, and maybe you're not like a critical part of
The
anything.
world, as they say, spins.
No, but for real, if she wasn't getting a divorce, we wouldn't be fucking talking about her. If she wasn't dating Wes, we wouldn't be talking about her. Last season, when we did all of this, like we barely talked about Amanda. It
You
was
kept getting
like
her confused with
Paige,
Danielle.
LOL. It was like Paige and Ciara hanging out, and Amanda would join. You know,
Mhm.
it's
I
not
mean, it would be like,
like
hey
it's not so.
guys, aren't I a bed bug too?
You know, like it's like okay, yeah. Anyway.
It's
So
just
it's interesting. They get together to talk, and it's like, yeah, you missed Lindsay getting engaged, and you missed me and West making up. And she's like, tell me about it. And then proceeds to just talk about her. We don't really see her and Ciara talk about that at all, actually. She just starts talking about Kyle.
Yeah. And it's just like about, she's like, oh, I had a good weekend. It was a good break. And then she talks about therapy and how, like, she was like, I was saying the story, our love story, and it was like a psychological thriller. Like, there was no rom in this calm. And then she lists like all the things like he wouldn't define the relationship. He made out with other girls. Then we got engaged. Then this happened. Then we got married. And then like we've been fighting ever since. And I'm like, yeah, this was all happening on the show. Before you got engaged, after you got engaged, I'm pretty sure before you got married, we saw Paige tell you it's easier to call off a wedding than a marriage. And
Mm-hmm.
you didn't listen.
Mm-hmm.
So is what it is. And then her whole thing is she's holding on to things from before they got married, and he's holding on to things after they got married. I would care, but I just don't anymore. I'm like, Jesus, it's the same
Yeah.
shit. Like, oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's interesting that she's holding on to stuff from before because all of the things that she's been recently complaining about are like current stuff, like the DJing and the other stuff, but
Drinking,
I
true.
don't care.
I'm like,
Sierra suggests they take a break and they decide not to.
Amanda's like, I don't think he'd be up for it. And I'm like, what are we talking about then? Like, what is okay,
Yeah.
cool. Um, so then I think we get the soft bar event.
Yeah.
Which is cool. We see the inside of Soft Bar and everything. He's having his private event with I think 115 people went. It looks really nice.
It does look nice in there. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like this lofted warehouse thing.
Everyone's saying that drinks taste really good.
Hmm.
And so, um, and then what is there's a bunch of small things that happen.
Yeah,
What is the first one?
Ben and Sabrina
Oh,
talk to KJ.
KJ looking good with a mustache and glasses. Must say.
I was like,
Um,
how fast can you grow one of
I
those?
was like, okay, KJ.
We saw him on Saturday. He didn't have a mustache. Then he has a mustache.
Hey, KJ.
He looks like Michael B. Jordan's character from Black Panther because he's wearing like
Oh,
the jean jacket and the white shirt. I have to send you a picture of it
oh
actually,
yeah.
so
I
you
haven't
know what
seen
I'm
Black
talking about.
Panther.
I'll find it.
I
Don't
don't
worry.
really watch. I don't watch movies that are like. Is it Marvel? What is it?
Oh my God, let's just move on.
Anything of that realm, like superhero stuff. What is it? Iron Man. Yeah, no.
Wow, Brendan,
Anyways,
really? Not Iron Man. Oh God.
but so
Go
yes,
ahead.
they're talking, and Sabrina's like, "Did you tell him about Christmas? I have my other choker on." And then Ben just looks at her like she's in trouble again. And he's like, no. And then apparently he invited her home to Australia to meet his parents. And she's like, yeah, he says that. Tell him what you said about like who you bring home to parents. And it's like, oh, if it's serious. And it's like, okay. And KJ's like, oh, you're the one.
She's she's really stretching it. She's like, remember, you said you'd marry the next girl you bring home. That's me. Because I'm going home with you in December. Tell
Get
him.
it? Like,
And
okay.
Ben's like, yeah, yeah, we are doing that. Oh, yes, yes.
Totally.
He doesn't seem to really be excited to be talking about it, which is odd because you're doing it. But maybe it's just because she's forcing it so much. Sabrina, if she wants, they're interesting. If she wants to talk about something, she will.
Oh, yeah.
And
She has no
then
filter.
Ben is like, please, God, stop.
Please don't do this anymore. I'm just trying to
Please
have some
stop.
discretion. I lied about having a girlfriend all summer. I can't just be open all of a sudden.
Yeah.
So that was kind of funny. And then is this when Carl's mom comes?
Yeah, Carl's mom is kind of talking to Carl, I think.
To
She's
I
talking to
think
somebody.
West and Mia. And she
Oh,
makes a
yeah.
reference to like, oh, I don't want to get in trouble this time. And then we get a flashback to last season at the last soft bar event where she had said about Lindsay, like, she wasn't very nice to him and all this. So, like, I'm not happy with it. Like, it wasn't anything that bad. um,
Mm-hmm.
to everyone but Lindsay, probably.
Right.
Um, and so then, is this where Lindsay arrives? Or is this where Amanda and
This
Kyle
is
arrive? Because I know they arrive at some
Sabrina's
point.
talking about a double date.
Oh yeah, she's talking to West about oh yeah, are you excited? Because I guess after it's gonna be West and Sierra with Sabrina and Ben. And West in his confessional was just like, I don't know, it was kind of like a double date. Like Sierra said yes, and then I said yes, but like even I think that's too soon. Like we just became friends like 5 minutes ago. But like Sabrina's preparing our wedding. And it's like Sabrina was being cringe and like annoying. She was like, I was on the phone with Sierra and I was saying how beautiful you are and everything like that. And Ben was like, calm
Yeah.
down. Um, and I will say I do understand that, like her kind of being cringe, but also it wasn't missed on me that his confessional look was a newer confessional look, and I'm sure it was filmed or probably while he was getting busy with Mandy.
Ooh.
So
Mm.
he made sure to be like, oh yeah, no, me and Sierra like not a double date, like no.
It wasn't that serious. Like, well, you
Mm.
too soon.
Too soon,
I
too
mean, yeah,
soon.
I mean, it is interesting that them being friends means that they're like pursuing maybe a relationship, but they're kind of acting kind of coupley. But like, this is a stretch from Sabrina, but Sabrina stretches everything. It's okay, I guess.
Yeah.
But still,
hmm it was a
yeah.
lot, but it's also just like it's hard to even just see because we know how it like goes. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Amanda and Kyle arrive. Kyle looks at the menu. He's like, "There's no Loverboy." Apparently, there was supposed to be some non-alc Loverboy. He's like, "We had agreed. I put him in contact with my distributor. All this. I don't understand why it's not here." I'm like, you know, I don't know. We were just talking about. We were just like, okay, so you won't invest, but you want your product, and it's just kind of like,
That's
oh,
a stretch, my guy. That's crazy.
yeah, it's just like now you're being annoying.
Unless you're giving it out for free. Did
That
you give
part.
it like did you just give it to Kyle or to Carl and you're like, here, have it. But it sounds
Mm.
like you want him to sell it for you. Which is crazy. That's crazy. I asked you
Yeah.
to invest, you say no, you're broke, whatever, all this stuff, and then you come to my opening expecting something that benefits you.
Yeah.
I understand that they spoke about it. Cool. But that's still crazy.
Great.
I could that is rich. But I can see a scenario where they did talk about it. It was a thing, and then Carl is like, "No, I'm not doing it," or Carl's just like not communicating because he's been very passive aggressive about everything. So I could see Carl
Yeah.
just like just not saying anything because
Same.
he is because Kyle is here and he can't like talk back to Kyle or disrespect Kyle because he's his subordinate, as Jesse explained to us so eloquently.
Yeah, so he gets him back in like sneaky ways.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's kind of just I was a little confused because I was like, well, wait, like I know you put him in contact with your distributor, but like, wouldn't there have been an agreement you would have signed or something to allow
yeah.
him to distribute this at Soft Bar? But I don't know. I think now he does have the lover boy there.
Oh, really?
I think. I'm pretty sure I saw something. So,
I've never seen Loverboy anywhere except for on your shirt.
oh, period. No, same. It's not that accessible. It's very hard to get.
Oh my God. Okay.
That's, I think, part of the reason why
Damn.
it's tanking. Um,
Damn.
but then we get Lindsay arriving with her friend, who's also an influencer, and she's like, "Are there warehouses around here?" And it's like, "Yeah, you're in the warehouse
Lindsay's so
district."
annoying.
Um, so like, 2 years after we broke up, he finally did something, and you know what? That's great. Like, this is something worth me going to. So yeah, I'll go support his $25 juice drinks. Like, it is what it is. I'm like,
You're a
okay.
bitch. That's so unnecessary. You're such a bitch. That's so like, come on.
It's just like, Lindsay, I get maybe throwing one slight jab.
That
maybe
was a
one.
couple.
That's
It
the
was like
thing.
like
She always takes
yeah.
it too far, and there's not like a wink at the end. It's always like a
Never.
very mean, like, oh, you're still bothered, like mean jabs. Like if she would have just
But
said, "Look, I'm here to support Carl and his fruit juices, but overall, I'm proud of him." Like maybe something like that would have been like kind of funny. Um, but she couldn't. And then she like gives him a gift, and she's like, "I know you like things soft, so here." And it's like a little bear. And he's like, I do like this. Thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate it. And she's like,
and
well, yeah.
she's like laughing that he accepted the bear, and it's just like
What was he
this was
supposed to
all
do?
just. And he came to your baby shower and gave you like an actually nice present for your baby, like, or
Right.
your housewarming. Like, why are you being a bitch? And then in her in his confessional, he's like, "Of course I miss her. Like, of course, But I'm glad that she's here and supporting me. And like, the bear was like a joke, and like, it's okay. Like, thank you, Lindsay, for coming. I really appreciate it. Like, he took the
Right.
high road.
He did. And like, look, I even would have accepted the bear, like if she did like the bear and then maybe something else. Like, oh, I had to do like a little jab. Like if that was the jab and then there was like an actual gift or something. Like, I don't know. But
Hmm.
she always just takes it too far and is so bothered and is so
Yeah,
annoying. Um,
but she never thinks about him.
no. Carl gives a beautiful speech
It was
about the
good.
origin of soft bar, and like he talks about his
Hmm.
brother and like why he created this space. And then he kind of tells us he's like, it's weird because I don't think if my brother was alive that soft bar would be a thing, but I would like burn it down to have him be alive. But I'm like, maybe this is like something that like he's safe and he's protecting me, and this is something that can be done in his honor and everything. And I'm like, that's really
It
cool.
was really nice.
Yeah, and he's like,
Yeah.
hard work pays off, and I'm really proud of myself. And I'm like, you should be, Carl.
He
Period.
should be. He should be. He put his foot in it.
You did that, Carl, and it looks really nice. And you
Hmm.
know what? I'd try it. There's also coffee and
Me too.
stuff. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
I'd go.
Yeah. And he also, they didn't mention it, he films his podcast, like I think on the second floor of it.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
yeah, he's utilizing the space really well.
Yeah.
So then Sharon decides that she's gonna talk to Lindsay. AKA producer said you need to talk to Lindsay. And so she goes up to Lindsay, she puts her arm around her, and Lindsay acts as if she's being held captive. She just looks like, hi. Anyways. And then Cher's just trying to talk, like, oh, you look good. Did you really just have a baby? And she's like, thank you. I like your bob. They both have the same bob. Um,
They do have the similar haircuts.
and then the mom's just trying to talk, just like, oh, like it's Gemma walking, all this. And she's like, yeah, she is. She's a go-getter, just like her mom. Kind of mean though, right? And the mom's just
Hmm.
like, you are who you are. Uh, and then it's just so awkward. And then finally the mom's just like, well, you have a good night. It was nice seeing you. She's like, nice seeing you too. And the look Lindsay gives, look, I've seen Lindsay activated. I've seen Lindsay upset. This was like a different look. Like she looked genuinely like, I want to end you, bitch. Like there was just a look of like, I am holding every bit of anger in right now. I'm like, damn.
This one is tough because so Lindsay explains that she hasn't heard from Carl's mom since a month after the breakup, and a month after the breakup, Carl's mom sent her some kind of weird text like, "I know we haven't talked, but I care about you." And Lindsay's like, "Why'd you even text me?" So Lindsay
Yeah.
does not receive any kind of message. So after 2 years, you want to like say hi to me and like how I am and stuff. It's awkward. Like it was unnecessary. You didn't need to go talk to her. Like leave the
Yeah.
girl alone. Like we didn't have to. We didn't have to do this. Um,
I
Lindsay kind
agree.
of made it weird too, but I mean, she mostly kept it cordial.
Yeah.
Um, and I mean, Carl's mom did say stuff about her on camera last time, like alluding to her being mean and stuff. So I get why she brought it up. She's like, kind of being petty, but yeah.
Yeah.
if my ex's mom wants to like talk to me so bad, like come on, why? Why?
Right. Like
Why?
I want to do anything but this. Um,
Yeah.
no, I agree. And that's the thing. Like, do I think Lindsay maybe could have been a little nicer? Sure. But I actually think
Hmm.
ultimately, I'm kind of like, I think the mom coming up to her was unnecessary, and Lindsay doesn't have to be good with the mom if she doesn't want to be. I'm kind of
No.
like, it is what it
Why?
is. And then
It is.
also with that, I think a real underlying thing is I think Sharon really triggers her trauma with her mom. Because I remember
Mm.
in season 8, like when she had heard that, like the mom, because before her and Carl broke up, I think Carl told her, like, oh, my parents, or my mom and my stepdad, they said that, like, they're kind of concerned for us and all this. And so then Lindsay was talking to, I think, Paige and Amanda, and she was just like, that really hurts me because, like, she's kind of like my mom, and it feels like she's abandoning me, and I'm being, like, abandoned again. And so I think she's
Oh.
really, like, Sharon's really triggering something with her mom. And it's just like, here's someone that, like, turned on me and abandoned me, but I still have to, like, see them sometimes.
Yeah,
And
and
I
be like
really don't want
nice.
to.
Right.
Yeah. So I understand why it was awkward. Again, could she have
I
been
don't
a
blame
little
you.
nicer? I'm like, Lindsay, you are an adult with a child. Like you're removed from the situation enough. You could have faked it a little better.
Yeah.
Um, but it is what it is. Very awkward to watch. Um,
Yeah.
and then we get a little bit of Kyle talking to Lindsay about her issue with Danielle. Because the thing is, they're trying to use this to kind of introduce some people from in the city. So we see Andrea and
Yeah.
Lexi, and then we see Danielle and her boyfriend. And
Hmm.
Lindsay's just like, I haven't talked to Danielle since February because she was talking shit about me on the show. And then we see all the moments
Hmm.
last season where she was being rude, and we had said Danielle was being a hater.
Yeah.
So, and Lindsay was real. She's like, I don't want to be friends with somebody where it's like they're like competing with me or like it's just weird. And I'm like,
That's
preach.
fair. That's completely fair. And that was what Danielle was giving. Like,
Hmm. Very much so. And so then Kyle's like, I'll talk to Danielle and see where she's at. And then he talks to Danielle. She's kind of awkward about it. He's like, oh, well, maybe we can find Lindsay. Oh, maybe we'll find Lindsay. I think we'll try and find Lindsay. And they never find Lindsay because Lindsay leaves.
I
And I'm
think
like,
she's over
what is the
here.
point? I'm like,
Right.
couldn't you just like talk about the issue? But then the episode ends, and then, or no,
Uh,
wait, we get Jesse and Amanda talking, and they
well,
talk.
before that,
Oh
Amanda
yes.
and Wes talk, and
Oh
then Kyle
gosh,
kept interrupting.
how could I forget? West is debriefing her on the thing with Sierra, and then Kyle
Hmm.
interrupts. And then West is like,
Hmm.
yeah, and then we talked, and then like everyone arrived, and I was like, oh, I just wish Amanda was coming out of here, coming out of the car. And she's just like, I'm so happy for you guys. That's amazing.
They're making it a point to show us these moments with these two.
And this is where I was like, no, something's happening because she seems too oddly uncomfortable.
I mean, like, I think we talked about it a little bit last week, but it's really giving like, oh yeah, like like obviously there's something here, but we're just friends, and it's like I'm gonna support you. So tell me who you're dating, like, tell me what you're doing, you know?
Yeah,
Um, until it's not cool who you're dating and what you're doing.
period. Um, and then we get Jesse and Amanda debriefing about everything. And Jesse's like, oh, it's moving kind of quick. Like Sabrina invited me out to drinks with them after this. They're like hanging out. It's like 0 to 100. And Amanda's just like, that's like not friendship. Like that's like crazy. Like, I hope he's careful and like this doesn't blow up or something. And I'm like, do you? Because you're going to blow it
Do
up in
you?
like 6 months in a way that's more
Right.
catastrophic than ever's been done before in this situation.
The gag is you blow it up.
And then even when we see, because the episode ends and then we see the preview for next week, and she's telling Mia, I'm just worried that Wes is going to like mess up because Sierra's the most important special person ever. And I don't want her to be fucked over. And it's just like, hmm,
Hmm.
that didn't
Huh.
age well.
Interesting.
Huh. But then we also we're gonna get the Carl and Kyle fight, at least the start of it. We know how these
Yeah.
shows go. Um,
I have a feeling they're gonna drag it out. Don't hold your breath.
Right. And then Bailey and Carl make out. Whoopee.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah. And then that's all I can remember from the preview. It looks like a decent episode, but
Yeah, next week's does look good.
yeah. But yeah,
Eventful
overall,
for
this
sure.
episode was like fine. It set the stage for, I think,
Yeah.
the next episode. There were some things that happened that were important, but like overall, it wasn't anything like crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. While we were watching, Jalissa's like, I wonder what it's like for Kyle and Sierra to watch this. And I was like, I can't
I know,
imagine.
right?
I bet they're not watching.
I don't
Kyle's
know.
probably watching. I bet Sierra's not watching.
I could see Sierra not watching. Kyle, he was threading about one episode recently. He was like, that was a crazy episode or something. I
Yeah.
think it was the one where she like yelled at Wes and Wes had the girl sit on her lap or his lap.
Mm.
Ugh.
Hmm.
But yeah, no, next week looks good. But I think that was it for today's episode.
Yeah.
Thank y'all so much for listening. Make sure to rate and review us on Apple Podcasts. That would be so nice.
Yes,
If you
do
give us
it.
5 stars, if you leave a review, we shout those out. It's super nice. On Spotify, you can give us 5 stars as well. And you can also leave comments on the episodes. Those are super fun to engage with. If you want to see our beautiful faces, instead of just listening to our beautiful voices, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel at the Shade It All Podcast. We post fun TikToks on TikTok at the Shade of It All podcast. And then, as we mentioned before, we have our Patreon at the Shade of It All, where you can watch shows live with us every week. Every Wednesday, we're watching Summer House at 8 p.m. Eastern. And it's only $3 again. So, not too bad. Super fun.
Mhm.
But with that being said, thank y'all so much. And we'll talk to y'all later. Bye.
Bye.